Hello everybody in Cape Cod, this is Amit Peled. I just wanted to say hello and to send a greeting, a warm greeting to all of you, and to wish that I could be with you this summer, as well as all the wonderful, wonderful artists that usually come to the Cape every summer. I just wanted you to know that you are all in our hearts, and we can't wait for the day that we can see you again face to face, and more importantly, make music together again. Have a great summer, and sending you hugs and love. Bye-bye.
It's Adam Gopnik here. I'm in my study in New York as I speak, but I'm thinking hard about the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival. Nothing gave me more pleasure in the last few years than the chance to appear with the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival and the two Johns in the beautiful church in Wellfleet. We've spent 35 years in the summer in the town of Wellfleet every August, and I've never had a deeper pleasure in Wellfleet than having a chance to perform my piece about Schubert in a life, how Schubert's life or Schubert's music is engaged and entangled in my own life, than I did on that night, accompanied by the astounding Schubert Octet. There was no question in the competition between music and spoken word which won, but I hope the spoken word in some way complemented the music. There's something deeply moving, something wildly appropriate about the collision of Cape Cod and chamber music. I think it has to do with the idea that we go off to the Cape in summers and in the fall for the chance of escape, but not escape alone, not escape into pure animal pleasure, but a chance to ventilate our minds, to think again. For me, Cape Cod is all about used bookstores. It's all about art galleries in Provincetown and Wellfleet. And now it's also all about the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival. Something about the collision of artistic aspiration in an environment, in a community, where it's not a competitive activity, but genuinely chamber-like, genuinely a moment of leisurely renewal. So I wish every joy, I plead for every possible renewal that the festival can have and will continue to have. I will be there, and I hope all of you will be too.
Hola amigos, I am Paquito D'Rivera, and I want to send a warm hello to my dear friends at the Cape Cod Music Festival, and I hope very soon we do some music together.
Hi everyone, it's Carol Wincenc, flutist, and I would love to share with you some of my impressions of what it was like to be at the very first Cape and Islands Festival. That's what it was called back then in 1979. the legendary pianist Samuel Sanders had invited me and other colleagues to come and have shared experience rehearsing and presenting concerts to that wonderful community. For me, the first time to play George Crumb's Voice of the Whale was an experience I will never forget, to be surrounded by the sea, the ocean, to hear the sounds coming from nature through the ocean, the tides, the fragrances, the blossoms. It was something I will treasure all my life. So be thinking about this as just a brief intermission. We'll all be back together. The music will resound. The birds will be there. You know, you're going to just relish in what it's going to be like to be back in person. So thank you so much. Thank you for your support. It's a wonderful festival. I have delighted in being a guest many times, and I can't wait to come back. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Carmit Zori. This is my violin. I just played the Schulhoff Sonata for violin solo, the second movement. I guess I feel very privileged and lucky that I'm a musician, because with this quarantine, music brought me to some sanity. Every day I go and practice, and I think that is a really great thing because it's so nurturing. It's usually the music I go to play is music that probably all my friends, it's Bach violin sonatas and partitas are my favorite thing to practice these days. My favorite. It's no question. So soulful and introspective, and you can philosophize about it as a musician, and it's just something very calming also. I am thinking about the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival and can't help thinking what a fantastic place it is for musicians. I've met some really wonderful musicians there, and of course I miss it, and hope that one of these days I'll come again. The organization there is wonderful, the people in the administration is wonderful, and the two Johns are great musicians, and I miss them all. If I'm thinking about the fondest memory of Cape Cod, I think it's the combination of wonderful musicians and maybe just having the audiences that come and love hearing chamber music in the setting that it is on the different towns. There isn't one memory that I can recall in particularly, except that it's just a lovely, lovely music festival, and very sad that it's not happening, but no music is happening these days, unfortunately, except for in the privacy of our homes. My instrument, I always think of it as a talking kind of voice. The violin has a speaking voice to me, or a singing voice, but like a human voice, basically. And I don't think I can say more about myself so much, but I want to say that I hope that everybody keeps safe and keep their masks on like I do. And I can't wait to return to music making in person and to see all my lovely, wonderful musician friends everywhere, and for hopefully that Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival will thrive next summer. Thank you.
Hi everybody, Toby Appel here. I play the viola, and my experience with the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival goes back to the time when it wasn't the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival, but the Cape and Islands Festival run by my dear friend Sam Sanders. Unfortunately, he is no longer. I seem to remember a Brahms piano quartet, maybe the G minor with Ida Kavafian. Can't remember who played the cello. I was lucky enough to get invited back by another very dear friend, Brian Ziegler, and we did a few performances of the Shostakovich Opus 147 viola sonata. Incredibly beautiful, his last work. And the Fauré C minor piano quartet with Eugene Drucker and his wife Roberta Cooper. And again, a few years went by, and I got the call from John Manassi and John Nakamatsu asking if I could come. And 2 summers ago, played Schumann piano quartet with Orion Weiss and Dave Ying and Gary Levinson. And Gary and I also played the B-flat Mozart duo. Had a great time. You guys are in incredibly capable hands with the two Johns, and we are all grateful to them, and all the artists are grateful to you, our wonderful audience. I look forward to seeing you again. Take good care of yourselves. Just so you know, I'm in a room by myself. Got a mask right here, but don't need to wear it for this particular venture. Take good care.
Hi, I'm pianist Orli Shaham, and I was very much looking forward to my first summer at Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival this year. I know it's a beautiful place, and I hope we all get to go there next year and get to see the sights and have incredible meals together and make wonderful music together. I've known John Nakamatsu for a long time, and we always have a great time talking about piano and pianists, but we've never had a chance to play together before, so I'm particularly looking forward to that opportunity. During this pandemic, as you know, it's been tough for musicians. It's been tough for us without our audience. I suspect it's been tough for our audience without us as well. Early on, I felt the need for a lot of Mozart. The solace, the joy, the exuberance that Mozart gives, just that sort of peaceful, life-affirming quality. He seems to find the beauty in everything. I recorded 12 of his sonatas last summer, And so when the pandemic began, I started a project of releasing one movement every week from these sonatas and putting them on a website so people can hear and maybe find some humor or some poignancy, something to get them through that week. I very much hope that in 2021 we can all meet in Cape Cod and toast over a glass of wine how we beat this thing and all the wonderful music we're going to share together. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eugene Drucker, and I'm one of the violinists of the Emerson String Quartet. Listening to music has brought me solace during the pandemic, particularly archived high-definition broadcasts from the Metropolitan Opera and the Berlin Philharmonic. The wide variety of music available and the extraordinary talent of the performers have been inspiring and often quite moving. I wish I could perform live at the Cape Cod Chamber Music Festival this summer. My quartet loves the audiences that have gathered to hear us in Wellfleet every summer from 2014 to 2019. I also have fond memories of playing a Fauré piano quartet there with my wife, the cellist Roberta Cooper, in 1998. For the past 6 summers, I've stayed with Marty and Flo Richmond, with whom I felt an immediate affinity. My only regret is that I've always had to rush off so soon after breakfast the morning after each concert. I began to play the violin when I was 8, under the careful supervision of my father, who was an excellent musician. My old Italian violin has a vocal quality, a suppleness of tone that allows me to find special colors and connect the notes as deeply as possible. I'm so glad that during our visits to the Cape, my colleagues and I have had a chance to collaborate with both John Manasse and John Nakamatsu, with whom I also had the pleasure of playing a Brahms sonata for a fundraiser in New York. I look forward to returning to the festival live next summer and wish everyone involved safety, health, and sanity during this crisis.